In this video, we are going to create an email design specifically for Apple Watches. We're going to learn a lot about how to use Figma for creating our email designs and how to create engaging sections, specifically hero section for our email design. If you don't know me, my name is Hamid. I helped hundreds of brands with email marketing and email designs to generate more than 100% extra revenue only through email marketing. You can visit my Behance account. You can get a lot of inspiration for your email designs if you're doing it yourself, or I can help you with your email marketing if you visit my website bigbangflow.com and get a free email marketing audit. So this is actually the main web page for Apple Watches on apple.com. Generally, we're going to inspire this web page and the whole design in our email design to match the brand guidelines, but the first thing we need is the copy of the email that we are going to convert this into an email design. So basically, in any email copy that we are going to use for email design, we'll need to specify how many sections we need. For example, in this case, we are going to have 5 sections for our email, and what we are going to show in each section. We are going to write the headline, subheadline, and also the content of each section. So for the hero section, we are going to write a big headline, big and bold headline, along with logo and maybe some images of the Apple Watch. And in other sections, we are going to show some details about product and also a specific section that shows popular products. So let's get into Figma. Once you open a new design file, we're going to create a frame. I'm gonna drag a new frame in my Figma account, in my Figma page, and then I'm gonna set the width 180 pixels. I'm gonna zoom in. So I've already downloaded some photos from the webpage that I just showed you, and what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna start with the first section. I'm gonna drag and drop these images for the first sections inside Figma, but before embedding those into the frame, I'm going to use the headline we have for this email design. So I'm going to copy this headline and I'm going to use text tool and write a new text, and then I'm going to increase the size and I'm going to change the font to SF Pro Display, which is very similar to the Apple website font, and I'm going to increase the thickness to bold, and actually let's increase the size even more, and I'm going to place this, I'm going to align this in the center, and now we'll need to have the Apple logo, so Apple Watch logo actually. So I'm going to search for Apple Watch logo in the Google. For example, here, if we can find a transparent logo, this one looks transparent. I'm going to save this in my desktop. It's a SVG file, so I'm going to drag and drop it here inside the frame, and we'll adjust it at the very top of the email. Again, let's increase the headline font size, and I think this does the job. And now let's go for subheading, which is this text. I'm going to copy this, go back to Figma. I'm going to hit Ctrl D to duplicate the headline, and we'll paste the subheadline. And I'm going to decrease the font size and also decrease the thickness. So here's how it actually looks here. And we will embed these images inside our email design, and we'll just place these in here at the very top. Actually, the hero section is almost completed. The only thing that is missing is the call to action button, which is called Explore Now. So I'm going to copy the text. I'm going to create a rectangle here, and I'm going to change the color to very black, and maybe adding some corners here and align this center. I'm going to duplicate this text and update the text to Explore Now, which is the call to action text, and changing the font color. Great. So this is actually how our hero section looks here. We are showing some images of the product along with a bold headline and a subheading, and also a call to action button. So for the next section, which is the section number 2, we're gonna tell about the product and some features. So let's go to the main Apple Watch webpage. We can maybe we can use these slides in the email design. So I'm going to use a screenshot app that I have and take a few screenshots here, and I'm going to copy this and let's paste it here. We will need another one. I'm going to copy this again, paste it here. Maybe before pasting the second one, we can adjust the design here so we can increase the corners and add a stroke, very thin stroke. So we will hit Ctrl D to duplicate the slide and place the second one in the middle. And now if I click on paste here, we will update the image inside. Great. Now again, I'm going to hit Ctrl D, and we're going to need another slide, maybe this one. Looks cool. I'm going to copy this, and again, I'm going to paste it here. Or maybe if we use this slide, this one, it should look even better. We'll copy that and paste it here. So this section, the only thing that is missing is the headline and subheading, which I'm going to use the ones here. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to duplicate the headline for the first section and paste it here. Get to know Apple Watch. The subheading is Apple Watch. Again, I'm going to duplicate this subheading text and I'm going to paste it here. Actually, this section is kind of like sliding. If it was on a website, it was supposed to be a slide, as you can see here. But in email, we cannot create such an animation because these kind of animations are created using JavaScript, and we're not allowed to use JavaScript in emails. Actually, there's no such a feature enabled in emails. So what we're going to do is we're going to just create like a preview of a slide. We're going to give the feeling that it is like a sliding menu, sliding image. So we're going to give a feeling like it is a slider of image. So if I increase the color of this circle, you can see it's kind of those small circles that you see underneath any image slider on the websites. So this is the second section of our email design. I'm going to increase the headline text. Actually, Apple web page designs and overall brand guidelines is very, very simple, and there's a lot of white spaces. So we're not going to add many elements and crazy graphics into it because we want to stay consistent along with the web page design. Now let's go for the third section. In the third section, we actually want to tell more details about the product. So I'm going to duplicate this headline and subheading here, and I'm going to go to my directory for section 3. I have downloaded some of these, and we are actually going to tell about the different sizes of Apple Watches, because as you know, Apple Watch has different frame sizes. So I'm going to adjust these icons here, maybe here, and if I increase the gap between each icon, and I'm going to place it in the very center, and we will need some text underneath each icon. I'm going to decrease the font size. So when you try to buy an Apple Watch from the Apple website, they're offering different sizes for each Apple product. So we're going to show this in the email design. I'm going to copy this text, and I'm going to update the text here. I'm going to make it a bit smaller, and again, I'm going to duplicate this and copy this other one. And also they have another product that has only one size, which I think it's for Apple Watch Pro, and it's gonna, I think it's like a 49mm titanium. And we're gonna add some small black lines between the icons, something like this. I'm gonna add this here, and I want to import this image that I've downloaded from the official website and maybe doing a few adjustments here. So cool. The section number 3 is also completed. Now let's go for the fourth section. So in this section, we're actually going to show different type of Apple Watches that people can click and go to the corresponding web page. So I have downloaded these images from 3 different Apple Watch products. We're gonna add these here and make sure you're adding them inside the frame. Also this one. I'm gonna add some bigger gaps in between products. Something like this. I'm gonna bring this a bit on top. Oh, we forgot to update the headline and subheading for the section 3. So I'm gonna copy that and update the headline and also the subheading. Paste it here. And also for the fourth section. So I'm gonna copy this, paste it here. Make sure you get rid of the extra spaces. Okay, explore all Apple Watch models. Paste it here. I'm going to decrease the line height. Very long. Maybe this looks better. All right, looks cool. Again, to show that we are offering more products here, I'm gonna copy these small circles. I'm gonna hit Ctrl D and I'm gonna bring them underneath this section as well. Something like this. So people know that it's like a kind of slider, image slider. And for the final section, we want it to be like an outro and giving the final message and maybe a call to action button. So I'm gonna duplicate this headline and subheading. I'm gonna update it. It says mix match, make it yours. And here we're gonna use this image here. I'm gonna drag and drop it here. I'm gonna align it in the center, a few adjustments. And what if we use the Apple logo in the outro? So I'm gonna duplicate it. If I add it here and change the color to white, it's a bit invisible. I don't know if we should use this here or not. Maybe just get rid of it. We don't need it there. And we're almost done, but let's add a call to action button here. So I'm gonna duplicate this call to action in the hero section and I'm gonna bring it down here. And for one of the call to action, we're gonna say explore, maybe shop all. And we can also have another one which says maybe learn more. Okay. And for this one, we're going to change the style of the call to action button. We're going to add a black stroke and black text. Great. So I think the final design looks very cool. Oh, this icon's just misplaced. It's because they have not been added inside the frame. It was, as you can see, if it's not inside the frame, it will just go out of the frame when you drag and drop it. Try to move it. So I'm gonna readjust this here. Great, this looks fantastic. What do you think? So, a few more adjustments. Fantastic. This is our Apple Watch email design. I don't think if you can find any specific too much email design tutorials on the internet, but I hope that Tim Cook sees this email design and update their email design styles. Great, thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I share a lot of tutorial about email marketing every week. So make sure you're not missing out. Cheers.